determine a champion tonight, as EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings you the biggest game of them all, the Super Bowl. One final time this season. Hi there, everybody. Joined by Brock Huard in the booth. I'm Kate Scott, and we have made it. The greatest game of them all, everybody. Welcome to the Super Bowl. And it really is the perfect crowning event for each and every NFL season, isn't it, partner? All the fanfare, the celebration in the week leading up to this game, and then in the moment, we see the two best teams in the NFL squaring off for this time.
Such a few fortunate players and coaches who are making a repeat appearance in this game on this stage, Kate. So many. This is the culmination of a dream that began a decade, even a couple decades ago, as a young player discovering their love for football. And for those first-timers, that's fine. Go ahead and take in this atmosphere. Just make sure you're focused when that ball is teed up and ready to go. Those dreams you had as a kid, well, they didn't end up with you losing this game. Oh, no. They ended up with you raising the Lombardi Trophy and calling yourself a champion.
And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
What an injection of momentum for the offense on that play. With the energy boost in a much shorter field, I predict it's not going to be long, Kate, till they finish this series off.
Things looking totally different after that last play. It's 1st and 10 inside the opposing 30. Benson once more. And it took a couple of guys to hold him down there after a gain of just one.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Blitz coming here, Brock. It's Murray. Anticipated the quick staccato pass there. It's knocked away. Incomplete. That was Zay Flowers, the intended receiver. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Read and react. Read and react. Read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going. And you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
Murray on 3rd down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down. The kick by Lutz is good. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Here's Travis Etienne on the ground. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
You know, that's a good run right there to keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Second and 6 coming up here. From the 34. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And it's 3rd down.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. shotgun. Lawrence. That's cut for the first. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that's a Jaguar first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Man in motion here. First and 10, it's Lawrence. The throw finds Evan Ingram. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for first and 10. Now we give to ETN running right. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Buda Baker bringing that one to an end. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. From the 27. Got a man, it's Thomas. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Buda Baker bringing that one to an end.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, Lawrence. He's got the hook up to Ingram. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. Working quickly here. Here's ETN on first down. And he turns a little room to work into a gain down to the 9. First down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. They go right back to ETN. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. ETN does not score. They not only stop him, they backed him up a couple of yards.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
One more time with ETN. And he barrels across for the touchdown. The Jaguars pull ahead 6-3 in the first. Travis Etienne, the touchdown. Point after by Mevis is good. And the Jaguars one up the opposing field goal. They start with 7 on their opening drive. Mevis ready to send this one away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Tight end going in motion here. His throw finds Marvin Harrison Jr. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down. We've reached the end of the first quarter of Super Bowl 62. Neither side. Welcome back, all. Second quarter of Super Bowl 62, just moments away. They have it on second and short. Pressure coming, it's Murray. His pass is complete. That's Zay Flowers. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
On first and 10, it's Murray. Completed to Flowers. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and clear. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home with that sack.
They really need some chunk yardage here on second down. Trying again following the sack. Again he's under pressure and he goes down. And the back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets him up with a third down.
I know quarterbacks get paid a lot of money and a lot of glamour in this league, but today, well, this is a tough day for this QB. He's taking a beating. And whether it means changing up some of the blocking schemes, maybe mixing in a little bit of run, or heck, this quarterback getting the ball out of his hand more quickly, he's got to start protecting himself.
And they can't connect on the third down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got fourth down. The Cardinals out for the punt. That one hits at the 6, but can't check up. It gets into the end zone for a touchback. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Now Lawrence on the play fake. Flushed out of the pocket. Outright and Ingram makes the ground. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Lawrence now off the play action. That's Thomas. He's got it. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That goes for 36 yards. And that's a Jaguar first down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
First down throw, Lawrence. Did not like what he was seeing, Brock, and he just hurls this one away.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Sticking in the air with Lawrence. Connection made. Travis Etienne. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville first down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. Etienne again. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars now lead by 10. Travis Etienne, the touchdown. Nevis with a point after. And the Jaguars drive their lead to 11. Nevis ready to send this one away. Returning it from the 4. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Here's Murray. Caught by Flowers. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
From the 29. Tried to lob that one in, but no luck.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. He was looking for Zay Flowers. And now they're left with 4th and short. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. His work begins at the 31. And it ends up a good return for him, up past their own 40. Nice 12-yard pickup on the return. And it'll be Jaguars football. And 2:01 on the clock. This is going to take us inside the 2-minute warning. On 1st and 10, here's Lawrence. Complete. It's Ingram. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute warning. The Jaguars pushing for a score before the break.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Lawrence working from the gun. This is hauled in by Ingram. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
All set up now for 1st and 10. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 19. This is Ingram working the left side. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. The Jaguars are going to call their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
This one's caught. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. A timeout taken by Jacksonville. It's second. 2nd and goal coming up. 5 yards to the end zone. Putting a receiver in motion. That's completed out to the right. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
A good RPO play, it takes a lot of time. Proper decision-making from a calm, cool, collected offense. Well, that one didn't have any of it.
Lawrence on 3rd and goal. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Cardinals get the football back with minimal time to go in our half. Well, they were thinking at least a field goal on the drive if they couldn't reach the end zone, right? But the interception keeps them from even getting 3 out of this possession.
You really hope at the end of this game you don't look back and go, shoulda, woulda, coulda. If we could have gotten some points out of that drive early, we wouldn't be in the situation we are in now.
And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Looking to throw. Gets everything he has under this throw. Brought in inside the 20. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. A very short kick here from the right hash. The kick by Lutz is good. And that brings the deficit back within a score, 8 points. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Huard, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Well, while we all enjoyed that halftime show, right, Brock? These guys were strategizing how to win that Lombardi. We're back underway in the Super Bowl. Now bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's Etienne to begin the drive. He breaks the tackle, and he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
On second down, it's Etienne. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
This offense will take that from their ground game every time. But I know, because I've been around this league a long time, runs like that, they're really hard to come by. It takes everybody, and maybe a little breakdown there on defense, too, to take advantage of.
First down, and they go right back to it. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Out of the gun, Lawrence. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, a give to Etienne. It is charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
From the 23. Has it at the 7. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
They'll run. Etienne punches it in for the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars grow the lead coming out of halftime. Travis Etienne, the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. Point after by Mevis is good. And the Jaguars lead by 15 now. Mevis ready to send this one away. Kickoff taken at the 3. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Murray. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. On the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
2nd and 1. Nearly intercepted. Ooh, he almost had it. Couldn't bring it in. Incomplete. That brings up 3rd down.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
That one's out and cut on the right side. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
And they get this down to the 28. It's a pickup of 11. And that's a Cardinals 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Back to the air, Murray. He gets a lot behind one, deep downfield. They connect on the deep shot. And this is caught, touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals start the 2nd half with some needed points. Marvin Harrison Jr. with the touchdown. Koo with the extra point. And the Cardinals getting back to within one score. All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Starting from the 5. He stopped on the return at the 27. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They'll give this up the middle to ETN. And he gets a few on the plunge forward. Second down now, 7 to go. From the gun, ETN gets it. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him with 3rd down and 6 to go. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. That's good for 7 yards. And that's a Jaguar 1st down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Putting the tight end in motion. 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Hauled in left side. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. They gain 14 on the play. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s. Versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you could find a completion.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Looking to throw, Lawrence. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. We like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Couldn't connect on first, it's 2nd down. Sticking in the air with Lawrence. Chased out to his right. Now here he goes. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Well, this is in every quarterback's tool belt, even the ones not regarded as the best movers and shakers. But, Kate, to play QB in the league today, you've got to be able to do this. If you've got nobody open, still get some positive yards with your legs.
Third and 6 for them to figure out now. Lawrence to throw it. They did it! He made the interception! And the Cardinals have some new life in the fourth.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game without 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
On 1st and 10, it's Murray. Caught by Flowers. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, here's Murray. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete.
I think everybody on the offense was already thinking about the next play to run as they watch that short little throw to the tight end. You really don't expect to see many of those gimmies dropped.
Murray to throw here on 3rd. This reeled in by Benson. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day 1 install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
And he'll get this down to the 23-yard line before they stop him. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Play calling could be a little bit of a love-hate relationship. You love the 1st down run. You hate the 2nd down sack. And now you're in a 3rd down situation where you probably got to put it in the air.
The Jags bringing out the dime look. 3rd down. Murray. They're on him again, and he goes down again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down. Younghoe Koo out for the field goal. Pressure hanging over this kick. It'll be 51 yards from the left hash. Got all of it, and this is good. And that brings things a little closer here late.
This is a case of, well, just get what you can on the way out the door, Kate. It's already out of reach. Just take the 3, let your kicker get some points, and make it a hair closer in the box score.
So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Trying it right side with Etienne. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That was the perfect play call for that particular situation. Gave him enough to pick up a first with some room to spare.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Inside handoff goes to Etienne. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards. Going to the ground again on first.
It is charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards. The Cardinals deciding to use the first of their 3 timeouts. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Second down now, 7 to go. Here's Etienne on the give. And he works it deeper into enemy territory past the 40. Timeout taken by the defense, their second. And with another one gone, they're going to have just 1 remaining this game.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Etienne on third down. He's got the first and more inside the 25. Touchdown, Jacksonville! The Jaguars stretch it to a 2-score game in the 4th. Travis Etienne, the touchdown. His 4th total score of the game. That one right down the middle. And the Jaguars push the lead up to 12. Mevis ready to send this one away. This return starts at the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Throwing here, Murray. Completed to Flowers. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
You know, Kate, years ago, my old high school receiver and I got together for a football camp. I could still close my eyes and throw him that slant. We've done it millions of times. You get a QB receiver connection like that, it's dynamite.
McBride hauls it in. And he's out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it'll be first down, Arizona. Murray looking to throw. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got second down.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
Murray thrown again on 2nd and 10. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Jaguars will set up just a little bit shy of the 40 following the tackle.
The best defenses, you can go look at it through the decades, are built from the inside out. And that's not just stopping the run on the inside out. That's playing your coverage from the inside out. That time, beautiful job by the defense of taking away the middle of the field, getting that interception, and setting their offense up for success.
Finding Thomas near the sideline. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. They'll try it left with Etienne. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Here's Etienne. He spins right by him. And as this play winds up out of bounds, let's see what that flag is all about. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes them back quite a ways. Offense to the line for second down. They'll run here following the penalty. And it's a rare defensive win on the ground. He's caught at the line. A run for no gain doesn't help matters. It's third and long coming up.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Here's a give to Etienne. And he's tackled for a short gain. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. Fourth down punt coming up. Ethan Evans out to do the honors. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out. And he drives it skyward, hoping to drop this near the goal line. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. So no return on that punt. And it'll be Cardinals football. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Harrison's got it on the sideline. And that is exactly what they needed. A quick first down, and he freezes that clock. They're set up at the 35 now. Murray here on first down. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Jaguars will have the football shy of the 20-yard line.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. Right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
With the win in hand, they'll take the knee and let this clock run out.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
And Duval is going to get loud and stay loud. The Jacksonville Jaguars are Super Bowl champions.